Well, hey, Christy.
What's shaking, Kelly?
Oh my God, thank God you came back with some sing-songy response and not flat. You know why? Well, last week you were a little bit, but you're more excited this time. Why is that?
Because I'm going on vacation. Because I am about to set everything down. Actually, I just met with my VP and I was like, well, I'll check in on this and I'll check in on this. And she's like, okay, cool. How about you not?
How about
How
no?
about you don't think about a single work thing or answer an email or like just turn your email off on your phone?
Yeah, how about be a normal person and take an actual vacation? Good for you, Haley.
I
Keep her.
know. Haley is the best. And you know what's so great about being surrounded by strong, smart women like Haley
Mm,
is she's got it.
yeah, exactly.
So I actually can go and I know that if something happens that God forbid she can't handle, which would be very small little things, like there would have to be something massive, like ridiculous, like business ending happening, she's got it. Point being is if she really needed me, she would find me. But
And
like
she would troubleshoot well before she reached out to you.
she would do everything she possibly could to not reach out to me. And, like, there are so few people that are, A, that intelligent, that resourceful, and
Mhm.
just that, like, "I love you, get the fuck out of here and come back and be the person we know you are," because you're kinda not her right
'Cause
now.
you're a bit like that Snickers ad, you know, how it's like there's like this grouchy person and then they eat a Snickers and they turn into themselves. You're like, "I need a break, I need a Snickers."
Yeah, you're not you and you're hungry. Yeah.
That's it. Yes, exactly. I think this is a good segue though, talking about having a Haley in your life or multiple Haleys who can get in there and get it done. Because what we wanted to talk about was a bit of a follow on to last week's episodes about things that make us unhinged now that we're not 25 anymore. We're going to stay on the same thought process of unhingedness, but it's on the good side. If we were rich,
And we're not talking, like, we're talking baller rich, okay? Like, let's be
we're
clear,
talking, I
right?
can't decide
We
what yacht rich.
we're not talking like listen, I'm not gonna sit here and complain. We do so much better than the rest of the world. So I'm gonna preface everything I'm about to say with I am very grateful for my life and all of the gifts I've been blessed with. However, I
However,
would love to see how unhinged Kelly and I would be if we were rich.
it's like if I won the mega lottery,
Do you play the
I
lottery?
I would be unsufferable. I personally do not because Andrew does. But here's a funny story about my husband. I think he actually gets the joy out of buying the ticket and then imagining what he would do with the money and then never checks the tickets. So
It's an Andrew thing to do.
we could, in fact, be hundreds of millions heirs, however you say that, multi hundreds of millions in our pocket. We don't know because the tickets are kind of squirreled away in a variety of places. I'm going to tell you a funny story from our kids and talk about your kids growing up and having a different memory. We talked about this recently. Our boys actually thought that Andrew had some sort of a gambling problem because in
Like,
their minds they saw all these lottery tickets. When in fact, if they had looked at said lottery tickets that were usually sitting at the front door in a little dish or in the kitchen in a corner on the counter, they were like anywhere between 2 and 22 months old. So in fact, he probably only bought, I don't know, 30 lottery tickets in a year, but they were just always collecting. I just found it quite funny. My dad had a gambling problem. No, he didn't. But your dad had a checking his tickets problem.
have you ever gone back and checked them?
I am always the one checking them. My God, I'm not risking that. And he never signed them. So I was like, I could sign this bitch and disappear. That's your penalty for never checking your lotto numbers.
That's funny. If let's say we win the lottery, okay, let's make it the lottery because that's just
Yeah,
a
let's
good,
do
fun,
lottery. Yes,
easy one. That's a
$200
like,
million, like big lottery, not just like crazy money, big lottery.
so we give half away, right? Because that's the you tax, you have to
And
yeah.
sorry,
So now we're
all
down to 100,000,000. Hold on, I'm really making this podcast not fun already. Screw it. We're not gonna put a budget on it, even
right. And
though
also don't remind people that they have to give half away. But if you do want to win the lottery and do fun shit with it, move to Canada. Lottery winnings are non-taxable. So you get what you get and you don't get upset. Go
Okay,
on.
we're not gonna get like, we've already no, we're not getting into the Canada versus the US and
Listen,
not right now. We're gonna have some damn fun. Hold on.
The American doesn't wanna do it when the US is on the bad side of this equation.
And yet you choose to live here. What habit so my friends, whenever they make fun of me, people make fun of me, and I'm just like, "Yet you choose to be my friend." So, what does that say about
Yeah,
you?
this feels like a you problem.
Feels
Okay.
like a you problem. Okay,
Okay, so
so
we're not worried about taxes. We are just in a luxury, luxury, luxury lifestyle here. Okay.
what habit would you adopt immediately?
Adopt immediately?
Yeah, like, I would never fly commercial again if I didn't have to.
God, well, I would definitely be I don't know if I would immediately buy a plane. I would immediately there's probably like 3 phone calls I would immediately make. I
What
would
are they?
want a driver. I love cars, but I don't really like driving around. I would get a driver, I would get a chef, and I would get I'm gonna say housekeeper, but that is like an understatement of what this person could do to keep my house pristine. Those 3 things. And that chef would do all the shopping too, and all the menu plans. Like, I don't even wanna think about it.
They're called a house manager.
That's what I want. I want a house
Yeah.
manager.
I
Yes.
want a house manager. So I would I'm about to leave for Florida with my kids, and we're gonna fly, which is, first of all, awesome that we get to fly because mommy's not driving 17 hours with Presley and Colton because I can't do it. I can't do it. Anyways, so luckily we get to fly, but I'm thinking about, packing and getting to the airport. Also, for any of you that are watching, I am quite aware that I am missing 3 fingernails on my right hand. It's driving me crazy. Don't worry, Presley and I are getting that fixed later. Speaking of bougie, any whoozles,
Yeah.
had to did you notice that when I got on here? I'm like, I have no.
I didn't know it reminded me of that little blackbird game you played with the kids. "Fly away, blackbird, fly."
Okay, I have no
No,
idea.
okay. Anyways, it was this little thing you stuck on the one nail. So I was like, maybe it was a new look, but I appreciate that you're gonna go get that fixed because you always gotta have clean nails for vacation.
Always got it. And we're doing a family photo shoot. Anywho, wait.
Well,
Yeah.
my Virgo brain would not allow that nail situation you've got going on right now to happen for more than about 5 minutes. I would immediately rip the rest of the nails off.
Okay. Well, because like my cheap brain is like, don't pay for a new full set. Okay. And
Oh,
actually,
okay.
with 3 of them, she won't charge me for a full. Okay, let's get
Oh my
back to
god, I
being
love it. Let's
rich.
get back to being
'Cause
rich. We
because
wouldn't have to work for
if
this.
I was rich, the second that nail popped off, someone would have been over immediately to fix it, if
Exactly.
not sooner, because
Yeah,
it drives me crazy.
crazy. I would definitely be if you've seen any of those shows where there's some rich influencer who flies their favorite makeup artist out to do their makeup for one night and pays them 20 grand. I probably would be that bitch.
I'd have a whole glam squad. I would never do my own makeup.
Or hair, quite frankly.
No. Wow.
That's my
Thoughts,
excuse,
okay.
my
No,
dog.
I was thinking today as I was scrambling around this morning, and it was kind of a morning because, of course, my cleaning ladies are coming, and I'm complaining about not being rich, but my cleaning ladies are coming today. They haven't been here in a month. They come usually every 2 weeks, and so the house is a bit extra special. And so as I was running around packing Colton for camp today and telling Presley to, like, get her shit together because the cleaning ladies are gonna be here and she needs to clean up her room so that they can actually clean it. I don't even know where I'm going. I was thinking, I was like, "God, I really wish there was someone I wish I could, like, just clone me." So, the cloned version of me is a chef. Also, I would be really thin because I love healthy food. I just don't like preparing it.
I
Like,
also
I
don't
don't
wanna think about it.
I don't wanna think about it. I just
Well,
wanna
I
be
don't have
served
to create
deliciousness.
magical experience. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I would probably eat so many more vegetables.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
not this listeria lettuce or whatever's going around right now, but everything else. Yeah, I agree. I also don't want to have to remember to pay any bills. So I want the house manager to manage all of that.
I
Yes.
want that too. I want a glam squad, I want a chef. I don't wanna fly commercially, but I don't know that I wanna own a plane.
No, I
Those are
think I would
those
just
seem
rent them. Because what if
Yeah,
I
I'm
get
like,
a different vibe? Yes.
I just wanna rent one because I'm like, "Man, how great would that be?"
Yeah.
Also, I don't drive anyways, so all my friends who drive me everywhere and let me be the passenger princess, I really appreciate it because I
Yeah.
really do not drive anywhere.
Similarly,
I would
I
be the
don't
driver.
I wanna have multiple locations that I could go post up in for, like, a period of time. Because obviously, I'm not gonna have a job. We are going to have the podcast, but we will not have jobs. And so I don't wanna own a house in Italy, but I definitely would Airbnb some baller shit regularly because I don't need the responsibility of the ownership of a house and anybody calling me from another country saying, "Your water tank isn't working." I don't want that. They would also call the house manager. But I definitely would just be, like, renting jets and renting just
I
baller
just
parties.
I
Except
just
for
want
one home base.
one home base. Where would your home base be?
What a great question.
Spoiler alert, mine has to be in Kansas City because that's where my kids' lives are, but also my family too. So mine would still be Kansas City. Although I did drive by the house that I want
Yeah.
yesterday on the way to the winery for my friend's birthday. I was not driving. I was passenger princess yet again because I don't drive. It was this like sprawling estate with this beautiful fountain in front of it. I'm like, I need that house. That house has Christie's. I think there was probably a tennis court and a pool in the backyard. And I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe a basketball court. I'm like, I'm gonna need that house.
Yeah, I
So I'm
feel
gonna
like I could probably describe the kind of house and what's at it, but maybe not pinpoint the location of said house.
I don't know that I could probably well, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you
don't know.
have a little bit more keeping you connect okay, well, but if you have that kind of money, do your kids even go to school in Kansas area, or do they go to some private school in Switzerland?
Well, first of all, they stay with me because I don't wanna send them away to boarding school. I love them. It's hard enough for me to get like it's so funny. Your kids can drive you nuts, and then I drop Colton off at camp, and it's his dad's weekend, so his dad will pick him up, and I won't see him again till Sunday, and I'm, like, hugging him like it's the last time I'm ever gonna see him, even though, like, 20 minutes ago, I was like, "I'm gonna kill you."
I am going for you.
No, I would say I don't want my kids to be assholes. I want them to, like, grow up and, like but again, if I was filthy rich, how do you? Because they say money doesn't change you, but I don't know. I'd never wait in another line ever again. I'd pay someone to wait in lines for me or to just skip the VIP everywhere.
Yeah, and I would never be in another drive-through. I would yeah, well, I mean, my driver would be maybe. I just wanna have that, like you know what I'm thinking I have a hankering for? Insert random object here, and then poof, magic. Basically, I just want a me to make my life happen because I seem to be that for everybody else, so I just want that for myself.
So would you clone yourself or would you take a different version, a different person? Because if I was gonna get a personal assistant or someone, a house manager, someone who run my life, it would not be me.
No, I don't think I
I would
wanna
pick like
spend
Like a Haley type or a Jenny type. I mean, I can sprinkle in the fun, but, like, to actually execute on everything, it couldn't be me because I have ADHD and, like, I'm either doing 100 things or absolutely nothing. There's no in between.
yeah, I would need them to be pretty in tune to what my thinking is without me having to verbalize. They definitely need to be on execution mode because I don't wanna have to say, "Do this, then this, then this." I just wanna say, "I dream of a crispy McDonald's Diet Coke," and poof, it's there, or they knew Tuesdays at 10, she loves a Diet Coke, poof, it's there early. I mean,
From
something that
McDonald's. Wait,
but
do we still like McDonald's Cokes if we're bougie? Diet Coke from McDonald's if we're bougie?
I probably would have my own Diet Coke machine in my property tuned to whatever the specifications of McDonald's are.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe
Have it, like, in-house. That sounds amazing. I drink way too much of it, though.
they would drink so
I
much.
would
It's a bit like
never
when
drink
you
water
buy
again.
if you've ever bought a boxed wine, that was actually one you like. Listen, I know this is the opposite of talking if you were so wealthy, but there are actually some boxed wines here in Southern California that are quite delicious. So as a delivery mechanism, handy. So you just put it in your fridge and it has a spout if it's white, whatever. Drink way too much because you don't even have a visual line. Sometimes the thing about a wine bottle is just the guilt that I feel as I see the line on the bottle, like, "Ooh, I just opened this today and it's over half full. I should probably pump the brakes." But in a box, you can't see it. I don't know how many I had. I lost count.
Know how we went from talking about
I don't
being
know how we
extremely
got there.
rich to boxed wine.
You know
But
what I'm
since
not
we're
gonna have? I'm not gonna have any psychoanalysis of my thinking if I'm that rich. I don't care. Don't tell me what I don't need to know.
I just want 3 options for everything. I want someone to with everything in the world. Christy, do you want to go on vacation to do you want to go to Tuscany? Do you want to go to Japan? Or do you want to go to Greece? And I wanna pick one. and then
Yeah.
have that person curate exactly the perfect vacation for Christy, which involves half of doing absolutely fucking nothing for the days that we're at 0, and then doing everything on the days that we're at 100. And they have to know
Which day it is.
which
Yeah,
day those are gonna hit me.
yeah.
Because if you know
Well,
me well enough,
yeah.
there's like a 3-day sprint that leads into a day and a half of like, what?
They learn your rhythm and they're like, "Ooh, Thursday's a 0 day."
I would also have everyone come. First of all, I would have a ridiculous house, and I would have everyone come there. My spa would come there, my people to do my face. I would never go, like, for instance, today, speaking of being non-bougie, actually, this says bougie. I'm taking Presley to get her nails done, promised her, for I don't know if I already said this to you on the podcast or if I said it before the podcast, but I'm saying it again. Getting Presley's nails done because the kid's a setter. And so 10 months out of the year, Presley can't have nails. And I mean, I know at 11, that's pretty pathetic that I just said that out loud. And now I want to take it back instantly. But Presley's not a spoiled brat. Remind me to tell you about the fish story.
Okay.
Okay. But Presley, I'm like, we can go out to eat anywhere you want to go. Where do you want to go? And she's like, Panera. I was like,
Well, aim high, Miss Presley.
hold on. And I was like, can we go to like a restaurant where they bring you the food and you order from the table? Olive Garden. I'm like, shit.
You're like, "That is the sit-down version of Panera." Hey, at least you didn't say Bonefish Grill, because then you woulda had been like, "No,
Oh
anywhere
my
else."
god, that was the most disgusting. I still like that makes me wanna vomit just thinking about it. So I would never, ever, ever again eat food that didn't taste good. Like, sometimes I'll eat something because 'cause I'm hungry. If I was rich, I would never eat something I didn't wanna eat. Like, I'd be like, "Okay, I'm hungry right now. I would like a Chilean sea bass. I'm gonna need that with, maybe some gnocchi and a little bit of cream sauce with spinach. Make it happen."
Yeah, exactly. Wait, so
I need it in less than 30 minutes.
how
Like, it wouldn't be like, "Can I
obnoxious
just get a power bar or something?" Do they even have power bars anymore? Does that exist, brand?
like, got some good protein bars. How obnoxious do you think you would become if you were that
Oh my god. I would be did you ever well, I was gonna do a movie reference. Damn
as
it, I need
soon
a
as
new
I
podcast
love it as
partner.
soon as you're like, "Do you remember" oh, here
I need to have Jenny on speed dial during these calls and be like, "Hey, Jenny, do you remember the movie?" And I'm forgetting the name of it, but it's, Julia Roberts and, oh gosh, what's her name? She's smoking hot. She's married to Michael Douglas,
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Catherine Zeta-Jones, and Julia Roberts is her sister and her personal assistant, and she's Kiki. And everything is like, Kikikins, Kikikins. Like, this woman is the biggest spoiled brat, and I would be afraid that maybe I would become that person, where I would just be, like, insufferable, like, with my preferences. But then I think I'd still be kind, so I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could make the full switch.
I
But I'd
so
sure as shit like to find out.
I know, I feel like I'm up for this social experiment. Let's try. Because you're like, I would still be humble. I would definitely be kind, but also don't fuck up my fish. Make it again. 20 minutes.
Please, please, please. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. I forgot to silence all my notifications. I'm
You know what
sorry.
she would do
Sorry.
if she was super rich is call anybody out who did that on her call. She'd be like,
You know
"Ugh,
what I would do is I
no
wouldn't
one
have my
doesn't have
phone.
phones." She's like,
Somebody
"No one
else
doesn't have phones." You wouldn't even
I would
have
have someone to
to
manage my phone. Wouldn't that be great?
I
Where
feel
people text you and then you'd be like, then I it's funny. They do have this thing called voice to text that I never use because every time I use it, I apparently can't enunciate words properly and it ends up with some gobbledygook of like, "Hey, my kid joined the like not the instead of the volleyball team, it'd be like the, victory lap, da, da, da," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, you can't even make out, and then I just respond. It's gibberish is what it is, so apparently I need to learn to enunciate, but I would love to have someone to, like, manage my phone. Like, for days that I just didn't wanna fucking deal with it, like, "Here, take my phone, and anyone who needs me, please respond
you know,
appropriately."
I
Unless it's funny, and then if someone texts me something funny, then I wanna see it. Speaking of funny texts,
yes,
okay, you ready for this? This is not
yes.
about being bougie. This is about teaching Presley to ball on a budget. So Presley's summer budget experiment, y'all, is going actually pretty well.
She
She
would had a rocky start because the first 2 weeks in, she spent all of her money on squishies. No, we're getting good?
we are learning discernment. So I I can't spell that word. But also, so her and Gwen and Sydney, they're together. They nanny share for 3 days a week in the summer, and they were at a Petco. I'm not sure what they were doing at the pet store. I don't care. Presley calls me. She's like, "Sydney's getting a fish. I want a fish." And I was like, "Cool. Well, that's like definitely something with your own money that you could do because you have money. I'm not paying for it." So Sydney gets the fish tank and the rocks and the, fish and the everything. She gets her whole kit. Presley puts her whole kit together, FaceTimes me, and she's like, "Mom, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I really want it." I'm like, "Okay." And she's like, "But I don't want to spend my money on it." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's hard. That's like that was like that's kind of we all have a budget, Presley."
Yeah,
And she's
kind
like,
of how it works.
and I was like, "Well, if I were you, I would wait 24 hours and then see if I still really wanted it."
Yes.
And she listened. Well, let me just tell you. So Sydney takes her fish home. I get this text from my sister Jenny, who's I have not gotten permission to say her kid's name on our podcast. It's not that popular. It's not that deep. It's gonna be just fine, Jenny. But she's not gonna care anyways. So Presley kind of comes home and she's a little bit defeated because she didn't get her fish. And Sydney's like dopamine high.
Yeah,
I've got
riding
two
high.
fish.
Yeah.
I get this from Jenny. And this is 3.5 hours later, and the fish are already dead.
I was just going to ask you
I
if
said,
that
"What happened?" Jenny's text. I mean, I don't know, Christy, if you were a fish in a bag being brought home in a car by Gwen, Sydney, and Presley, wouldn't you flip the fuck out? And I just am laughing.
did
And I
the
was like, "Do you
fish
think they had
not
heart
even make
attacks?"
it home? Did the
What?
fish die en route from the
No,
pet store?
no, Sydney didn't rinse the rocks. So, the rocks, she didn't rinse the rocks, and then she put the solution right in and then put the fish like, she put everything in at the same time and
It
didn't let the
poisoned them?
pH balance, like, figure out.
Oh,
So
no.
she killed 2 fish.
And
Presley's like, "Shit, I'm so glad I didn't do that, man." But the fish are only 49 cents.
okay.
So, the fish were the lower part of the investment, but now you've killed
That
2
got it.
things. Like, how do you
And yeah, exactly. Now you gotta go back to the store.
when I got that text from Jenny, she's like, "I don't know if you were a fish breed being brought home by those 3, wouldn't you flip the fuck out?" I'm like, "That's a very good point. That's a very good point.
Like, this is how it ends. This is it. This is my
This is
lot in
it.
life.
This is my life." I would have a massive fish tank. Speaking of unhinged rich things, I would have a wall, like my office that I don't need anymore,
Why? What do you
because I think
want?
they're beautiful, like those big, beautiful, like seawater aquarium type things that I could just sit there and gaze at. No?
I saw a show once where somebody built that type of aquarium, but it was more for the coral and the greenery and not for any animals to live in it. And so it had like dripping water and over these like beautiful bushes and then into the water there were lily pads rather and all this stuff and I'm like, "Okay, that looks nice. I don't need the fish in it."
Interesting that I, the unanimal person,
I know, but
would like the fish,
no
and you
offense
don't
to
like
fish
fish?
and things. I don't really look at them as animals because
Mm, yeah.
it's not
I
like I
mean,
can pick it up and pet it.
well, that's what's great about them. 'Em, they're just beautiful, and
I
you
know, but
just
then
look at
to
them.
me, then
They don't
it's
need anything.
artwork or something. It's not a creature that I can hold and squeeze and love and poop on the snoot. So it doesn't count as an animal. No offense, fish.
I was extremely rich. My obsession with art would become completely unhinged.
Well, I could imagine. You'd have like a
I
one museum in your house if you
I
had
would have I would have galleries in my home. I would go to all these small galleries all over the world, and I would discover artists, and oh my god, that would make me so happy. Like, that's my type of shopping. Let's
yeah,
go
and
buy some
I'd
freaking
have the
art.
animal version of yours. I would have no art and all of the animals. So many donkeys.
Ew. Really, seriously, how many is too much? Like,
I
let's
don't
say
know.
you're
How
stupid
much
rich. How
property?
many animals would you have? What animals would you have?
Would have horses because they're gorgeous. But
Okay, I can
I and maybe I learned to ride them, maybe I don't. I'm gonna Beth Hutton for a little bit. I'm gonna look so cool, and then I need to have some donkeys. Maybe I would have regular size and miniature, and then I definitely would have those sheep right now that have the black noses and the black feet and the bit of the kinky curly hair like my own, and naturally, there would be ducks and things like that because I would have water, so they would visit. I can't even calculate for you how many animals I would have. Too many.
I'm itchy just thinking about it. Like, I would have to take in order to visit you at your home, I would have to take, like, some sort of injection of, like, antihistamine
Yeah.
or something so that
Well,
I wouldn't freak
they
absolutely
wouldn't
out.
be in my house. The dogs would be in my house.
You would have dogs in your house, but you know what? Actually, you would have someone there to clean up after every single time they sat on something,
I
so
definitely
I would be okay, I think. I can
yeah,
still come visit you, even in your animal kingdom. I
animal
would h
people, that's what I
I
would
would
have.
hire Sunny a friend. Because I feel like my dog like, I would hire someone just for Sunny,
Sunny
just
has
to give
come
that
to
poor
visit
dog
them.
love and attention, and that's all that person did. So maybe I do love my dog and the fact that I probably would buy her a person. Like, "Here, your whole job is to make this dog's life good."
I would tell you what I would not have. I would not be that rich person with a purse-sized dog. Maybe one of those long-haired wiener dogs, because 'cause they're adorable, but I'm not getting those teeny little no, thank you. If I'm gonna be that rich lady with dogs, I'm going into this bougie Hermes store with my giant Great Danes. I'm here.
That is so ew, and also, like,
No way.
entitled and, like, so perfectly stupid rich person.
It definitely st what and what's ew about that? Taking a dog in a store?
I mean, just like that you would have the audacity to bring horse-sized dogs into public places like a store.
This is the difference between, I guess, living where you are and living in California, because it is actually unusual for a restaurant or a store here to not allow dogs, and nobody gives a shit. Now, if your dog is a total asshole, they care, but nobody cares, and I love it. I'm like, "California, good for you." Love. I'm almost insulted when I see a sign, "Service animals only." Rude.
Oh my god, you could never live here. I would go to every major sporting event and have suites there.
I
I
would
would have I would definitely I would go, I love live sports, I just hate dealing with all the fuckery to get into them. So
well, you
and
wouldn't be in line. You already said you would never wait in line, so that won't
yeah,
be
so I don't have to, can I have a helicopter? I mean, we're gonna be unhinged, okay? Can I
yeah.
have I don't really believe in helicopters. Kobe just really ruined
Yeah,
that for
Kobe kind of wrecked it for
I
everybody.
mean, poor guy. That feels so
Himself
really rude and
himself
awful now,
more
I'm
than
so
everyone.
sorry. No, but, like, I would see every concert. I would spend my time basically if hanging out with my kids and doing really fun shit, collecting art, traveling, and then I would go see concerts and major sporting events.
I probably would
Also
say
watch Presley and Colton play their sports.
I would be apt to go to more sporting events and concerts only because concerts are so loud. It's not that I don't love the environment, it's just they're so loud. But if they were really boutique-y concerts where it was like a curated list of people only or in this cool dive bar where only 50 people are watching, then I'd be like, "Okay, come in." Or maybe they just come to my birthday and sing for me privately.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah, I would definitely Arrowhead, I would have to have a suite at Arrowhead for sure that was mine permanently. For
Permanently?
any and all
Any and
anything
all
that
events, you
happens
just
at
automatically book.
Arrowhead. I don't even know if you can actually do that, but
I
I
don't
would
know.
figure out a way. I'd be like, "Nope, that's gonna happen."
I feel like you could do it.
I would have a stylist. I would never pick my own clothes.
That definitely.
3 options. I would get what every morning when I'd wake up, they'd be like, "Here's what's on your agenda today. Here are the 3 outfits that I suggest for said agenda." And I'd pick one. Also, I'd have a trainer pull my ass out of bed and work out.
Oh my gosh, and this is the 3 people that would have to work very closely together, the trainer, the chef, and the stylist, 'cause the stylist would be like, "Okay, everybody, she has an event in a month, and she's looking a little soft around the middle, so here's what I'm gonna need you both to do."
Or the chef can be like, "Hey, I fed her pasta last night. Let's not put any fitted pants on her
Yeah,
today.
exactly.
She's
Tonight
not
we're
gonna
having
feel good about herself."
she's having carbonara, tomorrow is a stretchy pant day.
Also, someone hide the scale. Because my
I
unhinged ass, do you know that I weigh myself every single day? Sometimes twice a day.
well, I'm saying no, but I do it all the time too, and every time I do it, I'm like, "Why am I doing this?" And I get in my head about it. So that would probably in the list of unhinged things, there would be a rule in my house, no scales.
You know what I would also do? I would but I was also someone would have to be in charge of, like, making sure I looked the way that I was and, like, quietly adjust behind the scenes, whatever
Yeah,
needs to be
exactly.
adjusted from a
Don't
diet
tell
or an
me I'm getting
exercise
fat.
routine.
Just make
Just,
it
like,
go
figure it
away.
out, like, can you okay, guys, she's only getting I need someone to, like, slap food out of her hand for at least a week. Wouldn't that be fun? Like, someone was like, "Oh, I actually had a friend that do that to me one time. I was trying to lose weight, and we were on a business trip, and I was like, "I just can't eat carbs while on this trip," and I picked up a roll, and she slapped it out of my hand at a dinner. And I was like, "Fuck you and thank you."
Yeah, 'cause I'm
I was like, "Oh, I
conflicted
totally
'cause
forgot." She's like, "Yeah,
I'm
you're not
kinda
eating
like
carbs." She's
yeah,
like, "Get back to your wine. We can drink carbs, we just can't eat them."
okay,
No, I would have someone I would hire, first of all, I would have my mom buy whatever house she wanted, and I would hire her an assistant to, like, again, just be the person to make sure that Mary's having a great day.
agreed. I think I would also have a professional gift buyer. Like, I would just download all of these things about the people in my life that I love, these little inside jokes or things I'd heard them say, and it just like file that shit away. And when it comes time to, celebrate Christmas or their birthday or whatever, like pull it all together for me. Cause it's kind of what I'm doing in my own head, anyways. So I want somebody to do that who every time you get a gift, it's not about, oh my God, she's so stinking rich. She got me this amazing thing. It's like, "Oh my god, she remembered I said that thing 5 years ago, and she got me the perfect gift." That's what I want, the person to
But
go
it's
execute
funny,
perfection.
I
Yes.
love to give gifts.
I know, me
So,
too.
like, I could spend my whole day just deciding what to buy other people and have someone go do it.
I
Like, I would love to spend a day like, I'm really blessed and lucky. I have a lot of people in my life that for whatever fucking reason care about me and love me, and so I have a lot of great people in my life, and I would love to wake up every day and be like, "I need to do 2 things together today. 1, I need to make the world a better place somewhere. Let's go first talk about that. Like, let's go, rebuild a village somewhere, right?" And I'm
yeah,
not I don't mean that in any I mean, but, like, literally, I would definitely be highly involved in philanthropic things.
yes. I
That would be my work. My work would be philanthropy. I would actually do work, but everything that I did would be for the betterment
for
of
the
humanity.
yeah, exactly,
And then I
exactly.
would buy people shit. Like,
Just
I
to
would
make them feel better.
well, I just be like, "Oh god, so and so, blah, blah. You know what I bet she needs a pair of $200 pajamas today, da, da, da. Hey, pumpkin, do you wanna meet me in Greece? Here's some pajamas. Get on my private jet, and I'll see you in Greece. Did you have a rough day? I'm so sorry."
Put these on and let's go on a trip. Speaking of $200 pajamas, I did laundry the other day and I only did a load of set pajamas. And so I hang them to dry. I know. And I don't think you have to. I think you can put them in the dryer, but I'm a tall girl. I'm not risking it. And so I did have them all hanging. And I was like, okay, I might need to stop now. One, that they all fit in a load and I needed a load just for the pajamas. So I might need to take a break. I did threaten to wear them today, and I may change my clothes for my next call and just say, "See?" But anyways, I got some new pink ones that are so cute, and they have like a dark pink piping, so maybe you won't know it's jammies and it's mahjong. No?
Yeah, I don't know. Haley would love those. You should send those to Haley. We
Do
should
you
put
know
the
how many
hey, for when
fucking
we're rich,
$200 pajamas I would have if I was rich? I would own Print Fresh, and I'd be
can
like,
I just
"I need you to make me a new print."
I hate to tell you this, Kelly, but you would up your game on that. They would not be if you're spending $200 on pajamas with what you currently make, if money was no object, you would find some other fucking ridiculous
You
pajamas
think?
to
I don't
spend your
know.
you
There's
would
some
go there you would I would too. I mean, I have a thing for bedding, right?
yeah.
Like, I don't even know what kind of bedding I would get. It would be like, "Give me the softest, most" I don't know. It would be so
I
great.
think we I get it. I hear what you're saying. I think what would have to happen is I would have to experience the thing first and then realize how much better it is than the thing I already like, and then be like, "Okay, now that's the only kind of bedding I sleep."
We would do things like you would do things like hold a competition of pajama companies.
Why? Yeah, vie
Right?
for my love.
Like
Vie for my love.
send me I'll pay for them. 'Cause, like, you're super what's really fucked up or God, I'm cussing a lot this one. I'm sorry. I'm really tired, guys,
I don't
so
even
I
notice it. It just goes in my
well,
ear
but,
and
I've really actually, I was listening to earlier podcasts, and I swore a lot more, I think, because I was really nervous when we first started doing this, and now I'm a lot more comfortable, but maybe today I'm too comfortable because the F-bomb is slipping out real easy, but anyways, one thing that I think is crazy about super rich people is they get things for free. It's like they don't need to get stuff
people.
for free. They're really rich. So why are they getting things for free? And even if they're not repping your brand, right?
It
Like, even if it's not like a brand deal, it's like people like when they have the stars that sit courtside or whatever, who doesn't pay for the tickets. Although I did hear that Taylor Swift paid $1 million. This may be a rumor, so don't hold me to it. But she paid $1 million for her courtside seat at the Knicks championship game at Madison Square Garden.
nice.
Versus, I mean, because she's Taylor Swift, people will just give her whatever she wants,
Give her
but, like,
yeah, she
she's
paid
like,
for
"I
it.
got the money, please let me pay for it." Like,
Well,
that was a flex, by the way. If that's true, Tay, nice. Good flex.
I do wonder though if all super wealthy people get things for free or just celebrities who are wealthy get things for free.
I think it's interesting. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe just celebrities.
I feel like if you were gonna give me stuff for free, I would I would do it only to say, "Okay, I actually advocate for this thing. These pajamas are amazing. You're right. Now you have to go give 5 of these sets out to blah, blah, blah." You waste or I'd buy the 5 sets for somebody else.
I'd rather be non-celebrity rich.
Definitely, like, secret rich.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, where no one really knows how filthy well, actually, my friends would know because I'd be like, "I'm having a bad day. Everyone get on the jet, let's go."
Yes.
I would
I
need a
don't
really
yeah.
big jet. I'd need a what are they called? 737 re-outfitted because I have so many people, and I wouldn't wanna leave anyone out.
Full jam private jet, please. None of these tiny little things going
Not a
in.
jet per se. I'm gonna need a whole, like, what are they called? I don't know. I'm gonna need an airline for the amount
You
of
need
people that
you
I
need the
associate with and love.
you need the A380 Airbus that holds, like, 500 people. That's how I wanna roll.
Yeah, but, like, half of it because, I don't like to fly, but if you make me feel like I'm not flying, like,
Well,
lay me
yeah, it would
down and put me in
definitely
a
have
bed,
bedrooms and bathrooms and all the things it doesn't
all kinds of fun things. Man, okay, but here's some questions. Let's do some fun, like, you can have this let's do this or that. You
okay,
can only
this
have one, and I
okay,
don't have these made up, so I'm gonna do them off the cuts.
okay.
A yacht or a jet? Interesting.
Well, because I can just rent jets to get where I want,
Why
and if
couldn't you
I
just rent a yacht?
well, yeah, but yacht I feel like a yacht is so much more like I'm about to spend a week on it, and so I want it to be the way I want it. And so if I had my yacht, then I choose the way I want it. If versus a jet, where's the furthest I'm flying? 20 hours? I'm not vacationing on the jet. So get me point A to point B, I'll rent it. Ooh, that one has nice chairs. Yeah, let's rent that one. But the yacht I'm gonna live aboard. I need it to be my style.
Yeah.
Have I
I'm a
con
jet.
your jet?
Yeah, for sure, because to me, the yacht is like, I can go rent somebody else's.
Mm,
I mean, listen, if we're but also if I there comes a point of money that's just gross to me that I could never actually if I had that much money, I would just spend my day giving the shit away. Like, have you ever watched the show Loot on
yes.
Apple? I
Yes.
wanna be her. Like, I literally wanna wake up every day and be like, "How do I give all this money away? Can I give it away?"
You
So
wanna I wanna be her for more than just that part too, just her personality.
she's hilarious, like, she's so fucking oblivious. I love it. I'm like, I wish I could be that oblivious to everything. But no, but so again, taking aside my actual need to help the world and help other people because that would probably be a huge hindrance to the ridiculous amount of money I would try to spend on myself, and I wouldn't be able to. But no, I feel like you could rent a yacht, and also too, like, yachts are like vacations. Don't you want something a little different every time you go, you know? I mean, it's
I
like
don't know
the
because you
jet
can
gets
take
you
the
where
yacht.
you go, and
Well, you
you're
can
on it
take the
all the
yacht.
time. What?
Yeah, but you can take it to a different destination every time, park it, and then go do fun shit, so I don't know, I feel and I wouldn't say no to either, but if I had to choose.
You have to pick, Kelly. We have to pick.
Okay, yacht. Okay, let's see. Unlimited clothes closet or unlimited wine cellar.
Well, I don't I mean,
You have to pick.
no, that's like picking coffee or wine.
Yeah. Sorry.
Close. I'm going close
Ridiculous.
for sure. Oh,
It didn't
absolutely.
mean you can't have wine. I just
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't need it's so funny because you would think that as much as I love wine, maybe I'd start collecting it, but I don't know that I would. Maybe I'd be a wine collector, but I'm kind of like wine's like I don't know. I'd
I would
rather collect art and drink
yeah,
wine
you
and
would
have the
definitely
wine as I drink it versus having like, "Hey, did you see my bottle of blah 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 blah?" Like I would not be that person. I'd be
you'd be
like,
like, "Hey, did you see this weird painting from 1782?" And I'd be like, "Boring, where's the Cabernet?"
You would already have the wine with you when I showed
Waving
you
my hand.
said painting. This was this was
I'm
part
hoping.
of Marie Antoinette's private collection that was just discovered under Paris.
Boring. Okay, beach house or ski lodge?
Beach house. How about you?
Be a tough decision. I feel like I would choose ski lodge because I'd already live at the beach. Look at a ski.
But wait, but isn't the point of being that rich we don't have to choose?
That is true. But you're the one who made this game this or that.
I don't know. I'm trying to, like, find something like, I'm, like, laughing because 'cause I'm like, "This sounds all really too good to be true."
Yeah,
But
because we're fantasizing about being so rich that we don't have to choose between anything. We could have all the things. Yes and yes.
yeah, so maybe this is not the best game for us because the point is to
Because
not
we can't
choose.
decide. Okay, what if we do rich person problems that we would invent in
Okay,
your
you
new
go.
life? In your new life. "Oh, my private chef is on vacation. Oh no.
I don't even know what to say.
My yacht doesn't fit into this marina in Dubrovnik, Croatia. Where
You
am
know,
I going to go?"
it's so funny, though, if I was that rich, you know what you'd find me doing occasionally? I'd be in the kitchen making beef stroganoff like that I make right now for my kids, and
Yeah.
just like, "Let me do something normal,
Normal.
please. Jiminy Christmas." What oh, I would never grocery shop again, though, I don't think. I used to enjoy grocery shopping a long time ago, but now I just
I might enjoy the
hate
kind
it.
of shopping where your personal assistant chef, like, crew is with you, and you just kind of, like, bibbidi bobbidi boop. You're like, "Yes, I like that. Ooh, that's cute. Oop, boop, 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 boop." And then somebody else makes it happen. I would definitely never do laundry again. Not a
God, no.
stitch of laundry.
But I'm only wearing something one time, and then it's getting donated.
No,
Why not?
not irregular clothes. Maybe your sparkling ball gowns, but even
Well, I would
even
wear sparkling ball gowns all the time, Kelly. Have you met
there are no white tank tops in her future.
I'm gonna need comfy, stretchy everything. I need a ball gown, but it needs to be comfy, stretchy. Also, please, let's see. I don't know, I'm trying to think of, like now that we're doing this, and I was laughing because earlier this week, I was just sitting there dreaming, and this was my idea for a podcast. I'm like, because Kelly and I could be pretty fucking unhinged, I think. I think we could really I'd be one of those people that's like, "I don't know what I'd spend my money on." I'm like, "Well, I freaking do. I could be really fun with a lot of money."
I do
But
think
I would party a lot. There would be a lot of parties, and when I say party, I'm not talking strippers and,
no,
whatever.
we're
I'm
like
talking, like,
family,
my
friends
friends and
together.
family,
Yeah,
there would be a Sunday dinner every single Sunday with, like my house is just open, right? My house is open, there's a chef there preparing food, and there's wine, so, like, every single Sunday, I mean, there would be a my house would be open to all of my friends and family. Actually, I think Bono does that.
I don't know, but
Where there's like like he did something maybe am I making this up? I don't know. Did I dream that? But no, my
dream. I
Sundays,
know
it's
you
like,
dreamed
"Hey,
about Bono, for sure you dreamed about Bono.
God," I would meet Bono.
You would
I
definitely,
would be like,
definitely meet him.
"Someone I wanna meet Bono and I wanna meet Taylor Swift," and it's funny, those are the only 2 that come to mind. I'd like to meet the Pope. Can I meet the Pope? I feel
Yeah,
like him and I could have a pretty good conversation. Be like, "Listen, got some questions."
I got some questions.
But no, really good questions because I am Catholic. I didn't mean I wanna meet the Pope, like, I got questions for you, buddy, but, like, literally, I think the Pope's
Yeah, you're
awesome.
like, "No,
I
really,
would love
I would like to
like
ask you some things."
can
I
we have
think
dinner? Can you just talk at me for a while? Because 'Cause I'll just listen to you the whole time.
well, that's kind of what I would wanna when I say meet, I would wanna just, like, have a one-on-one hangout, like, "Can we just have a coffee and just catch up? Like, tell me everything. How did you get here?" All those things, that's what I would want.
Yeah.
Not just like, "Oh, nice to meet you." Yes.
No, 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 I want dinner. Like, I want, like, a di like, give
Or
me,
you
like
wanna go get your nails done with Taylor Swift and then go go
I would rather just meet her for cocktails.
there you go.
Maybe get toes done. I don't like getting my nails done because I can't move my hands, and then
I
I get
know
itchy.
I always get my toes done, very seldom get my nails done.
Well,
I like them both. I visually, if any little bit of my nail polish is chipped, cracked, or a nail break, I am just obsessed about them, and then so it's a
well
waste of time and money.
I told Angela yesterday that I'm gonna get my nails taken off after vacation, and I'm not gonna do nails anymore, and you know what she did?
She put money on it that that's not
She
gonna happen.
laughed.
Well, yeah, because I was gonna like, I'll bet against you on that one.
And she's like, "No, you're not, because you have tiny hands and it's gonna bug you." I
It's
do
gonna
ever
bug the shit out of
you look
you.
at the difference in the si I mean, look how much better this hand looks. It's just, like, so much longer. This one looks like nubs. I've got these
You're just no,
nubs of
you're just
hands.
nubs. Your nails
Nubs.
can grow and they won't be nubs. My goodness. Here's one thing I would do. I'm you definitely having a stylist, but I would have some sort of collab with the favorite brands that I do love so that when they made stuff, they made it just for me. So I'm not saying they make regular stuff and then I have a stylist who gets it altered. I'm saying you made it for me. Feel free to extend those collabs to the rest of the world, but make no mistakes, you made that for me. Think it'd be fun.
I do have some this or that that I've come up with now.
Okay.
'Cause we're gonna go rich people on this or that's because we were doing
Okay.
shit.
Okay.
Hey, own a giraffe for your own vineyard.
A vineyard. Duh.
I
I
don't know.
mean, I can visit a giraffe. What is a giraffe bringing to my party? I can't even pet its swishy
Fucking
face, it's so
I
far
don't
up.
know. I don't know.
Okay.
Oprah on speed dial or Taylor Swift in your group chat,
Well, I know what your answer would be.
clearly. What's yours? That's why I'm asking you the question.
I think I'd probably pick Taylor Swift because I feel like Oprah's just gonna be too much talking and cerebral. I just want some talk some cool shit and maybe throw some shade. So I feel like
Maybe
it's probably
maybe
better for that.
Oprah's too healed for us. I think
Yeah,
Oprah's too healed
exactly.
for me
Oprah
at
would
this
be like,
point.
"The fuck is wrong with you?" Yeah.
Oprah's like,
She's too
"Okay,
cute.
well,
She's too rich for too long for me. She'd be like, "Ugh, your new money."
I am healed. I am so healed." Yeah, no, I can't be around anyone that's too healed. That's boring. That's probably get boring. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, give me another one.
I'm thinking, buy a sports team or start your own country.
Your own country? I feel like
Buy a sports team. A
I
country,
think
that's
I would
so
buy
much freaking
that
work.
was a lot of work. I would buy the sports team for funsies. Then I could be Kate Hudson in that Turning Point. Is it Turning Point? Is that what it's
Yeah.
called? Yeah.
Yes, good job, Kelly. A
I loved
pop
that series.
culture reference that is actually correct.
So good at this. Christy's rubbing off on me. Everyone who wasn't on a call with me and Christy yesterday for work, I told her that I made 2 movie references in a working meeting that I had this week that landed out of the blue. Who would have known? See, I'm getting good.
I love that.
Also,
Okay.
your Catherine Zeta-Jones movie is American Sweethearts.
Did you look that up?
Of course, you think
Okay,
I
I was like, there is no way in hell you came up with that.
no, I looked that up. I just
Okay.
remembered.
So never carry a purse again or
Mm,
never open your own door again.
I like carrying purses because they look cute. So never open a door again.
I'd never carry a purse again.
Really? Well,
I
you're just
want
gonna be like, "I need my lip gloss." And then
yes, I want someone to hand me the shit that I need constantly. I mean, if I want a purse for also, I would have a personal photographer. So last night, I hate taking pictures. Like, I don't necessarily like being in them. I don't like postings, and I know I need to and whatever. I don't know, that's just, like, the world we live in, but, like, I don't like to take time to take photos or remember to take my phone out. So, especially of my children, I
mm,
would like a photographer, someone who, like, also weeds through all of the times that my chin
yes.
is
Yeah, you
25,
want
like, chins, right? Or, like, whatever.
good
So,
photos
I want a
only.
photographer. I want someone to chronicle my life in a beautifully curated way.
I like that. I like that because I think we're all very guilty as moms, especially of never being in the photo. We're taking the photo. And so when you go back through your memories, I remember that great trip of blah, blah, blah. And you look back and you're like, oh, I know I was there, but I'm not in any of the photos.
I mean, the photos depends on my weight, if I'm being really honest. When I'm feeling good about myself, I'm like, "Sure, I wanna be in the picture." When I'm not, I'm like, "I'll take the picture, guys."
I want to
Hey,
say
it's honest, it's
it is
honest, and I think
honest. You are being honest,
honestly, I
but
think that some moms, especially, like, after having babies and stuff, when we're maybe not feeling our best,
yeah,
I think that some of that is intentional. I could be very wrong, but I do think that as women, our bodies go through so many different shifts and changes, and I think that sometimes, maybe not for my Polly Pocket friends that are always Polly Pocket size, but, like, for, those of us that tend to fluctuate in weight, You can definitely tell when I'm feeling good about myself versus when I'm not for when I show up in pictures.
Yeah, that's true. I would say I don't know if I would have ever claimed to have intentionally been not taking photos with me in it, but I definitely dread slash avoid some photos if I know I'm not feeling great about how I look, which is ridiculous. And I am guilty of going back through photos for whatever. You're like, hey, do you remember that vacation or time? And you'll go back through your phone. And the first and only thing I look at is how did I look in that photo? And oh my God, that's a terrible. I was so fat, or I'm like, Kelly, can we not? But it's
I
just
know,
really
it's
tired.
hard. It's hard
And I'm like,
though. It's hard.
maybe I would have a therapist if I was super, super rich, maybe just to get that part out of my brain.
Oh my god, my therapist that I currently have, who I hadn't seen in, like, 8 months, I saw him the other day, he's like, "What's shaking?" I'm like, "Oh, let me tell you, sir."
Yes, you booked that appointment at 3 in the morning before the last part.
I did. But you know what's funny? I'm so like, similar to the text I sent you where I'm like, "I can't do this. I don't wanna do this. Fuck it. Fine, let's go." Like, I booked that appointment, and by the time I got there, I had worked through everything I really wanted to talk to him about. And so but I would hire him. He would be it would
He
just be like,
he walks beside the guy who holds her lipstick.
but I also in case I need therapy. But I also think you can have too much therapy though. So I'm gonna say that. I think that therapy should you be used in small in doses as needed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's not like, it's like a Xanax. It should be used as needed. It's not like a daily, it's not a Wellbutrin. We're not taking that shit daily, right? Because then I think you can like mess yourself up in your brain if you have too much therapy because that's all you're doing is thinking about how do I feel today? Well, who cares? It's annoying. Like, get out of my own head. Let's go do something else. Sorry.
So the
Segue.
version of Lottery Christy versus Lottery Kelly, there's a few similarities where we would definitely have the private chefs and the stylists, possibly the therapists. Kelly's holding her own purse for sure, but Kelly is in the ski lodge surrounded by hundreds of acres and all the animals, and Christy is on the beach looking at her gorgeous mansion filled with art.
And people, all my people would be with me.
I think it's assumed in both of our scenarios that all of our people.
We would have one hell of it. I would have one hell of an entourage.
If I would have an entourage all the time, because sometimes I don't want a people anymore. I'm just kind of like, I would like my time to myself for a bit, please.
It's true too, but I feel like I would think there'd still be lots of people available to me. Although the older I'm getting, the more I like to be alone. So I don't know. Maybe there wouldn't be. I don't know.
I was accused the other day of being a hermit,
You were?
Andrew, because now I work 100% from home. And there are many, many days where I do not leave the front door of my house, except maybe to get the mail or to walk the dog, but definitely in the backyard because I love to sit out in the sun. But I'm like, I don't need to leave. And so Andrew was like, okay, after this, we're going to walk the dog and then we got to get groceries. So we'll go to the grocery store. And I'm like, what do you mean we'll go to the grocery store? Like, why would we do that? And he's like, cause you're a hermit and you haven't left the house in like 4 days. Well, nothing, I'm happy. Nothing wrong with that.
In fairness, you're on Zoom calls. Like, it's not
Oh,
like
I
you're
know.
sitting
I'm
there
not
staring at a wall by
alone.
yourself. Like, you're talking to people, you're having interaction with the outside world. That I could go many days without leaving, especially if I had a pool. I could go many days without leaving my house, but I have children, so I have to
I
leave my
might,
house every day.
that's true. But I mean, in this new Lottery Kelly world, I might be by definition a recluse because I'm going to have a private chef who does all the shopping. So I'm never going to have to leave to go to the grocery store. If I want a crispy Diet Coke from McDonald's, I'm going to snap my fingers and somebody's going to. I'm never going to leave the house except to get on this private plane and go to my personal private yacht. This is I'm just going to relocate my hermit house depending on where I want to be. That's what's really going to happen. And they'll be like, does anybody see Kelly anymore? My family will be like, oh, I know where she is.
I don't know, man. I was just thinking when you said go walk to get the mail, I would never open mail again. I hate opening mail.
You don't think it's like a little mystery present every once in a while?
No, it's either marketing or bills. Nothing good comes in the mail except for around Christmas time, and then you get Christmas cards.
Yes, that's true. Christmas cards or the occasional like thing you ordered online that actually small enough to fit in the post box and then it's in the mail.
Maybe. I do have one thing I would do.
Yes.
I've always wanted to do this, and I think I've talked about it in other episodes. I would have a massive party, and I would invite all the people in my life that I love, and I would ask them to bring me all their debt. and I would pay it all off. Their houses, their cars, their student loans, their credit cards. I'd do it one time, and I would just sit there, and we'd fucking get everyone out of debt.
I that is in every, you know how you always scenario plan with your friends or spouse when you buy tickets, you're like, okay, if we win this lottery, what do we do? What's the first thing we're doing? And things like that. In every scenario, our first response is we are going to the airport. So commercial, I know, but definitely first class. We're going to the airport and just like, where are we going? What is leaving now? Like anywhere. Don't even know. And then the second thing we do is pay off everything that everyone in our family owes. I don't know if I'd throw a party or I would probably want to secretly do it because I know that the
Yeah.
surprise that they would have when they got a notice that their house was paid off would kind of be like, "Wait, what?" Versus that interaction where it's like, "Hey, I'm gonna pay off your mortgage." And they say, "No, don't." And I say, "Yeah, you deserve it." It would be like, "Wait a minute, what happened?"
Okay, the sentiment's the same though, but I like the way that you're doing it better. I like the, like, go in and just take care of it all. But I
Yeah.
do wanna have a party too.
Well,
So
then we already
we'll
have
go take
taken
care
care
of
of.
it all, and then everyone could you imagine how unhinged your friends would be if no one had any debt? And no one had to work for, like, the next year of their lives?
Oh god. Even like we definitely are like, okay, each of our kids gets this. Not like you get to be an obnoxious prick level money, but you never need to worry about this ever again in your life. And I get to be alive, so you don't have to wait for me to die before you inherit anything. Like that level of just removing any worry from the people that you love. And that is the thing about being rich. That's probably the best thing is like not worrying about shit.
So, they say "Mo money, more problems," sis.
Why, yeah.
I mean, so it's funny. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I'd like to really test that out. So
Yes, let's do that.
I don't play the lottery. Perhaps I should.
Yeah,
I'd like to
maybe
test this theory out because I don't know.
you might be that person, you always see those news articles and she's never played the lottery once in her life. She bought a single ticket for $2 at a 7-Eleven and won $1 billion.
Well,
This,
it's
can I say, America. Wowee. Some of these Canada just doesn't have the volume of people to contribute to the lottery. The biggest the purse ever gets up there is maybe around 75 million, sorry, that I've seen. But down here, when it was like $1.2 billion, I'm like, "What?"
I hate to tell you this, but playing the lottery is kind of like getting pregnant. It just takes one. Like, like, you
One
know,
lucky shot on goal.
I think that the odds of winning the lottery are so bad that you can't statistically change them no matter how many tickets you buy. I mean, like, you would have to
But isn't the dreaming just the best part of it?
it
Like,
is.
assumption of winning, and then what are we going to do with this? That's the part that this may all be a fantastical conversation, but it is kind of fun to just dream.
We can't say this, but perhaps we leave with this thought.
Yeah.
Who would you tell to go get effed if you won the lottery? I'm not gonna answer that. But just have a moment, Kelly, and think about in your little head, who would you tell to literally go,
Eat a bag of dicks.
"Oh my god, you did not just say that.
Well, I know. I
Just
know.
when I thought you couldn't get any wow, wow,
I like to close classy, people.
shit." I think we answered the classy or no classy. Also, I just looked out my window and my, cleaning lady just pulled up to block my car in, and I gotta take my kid to Olive Garden.
You got Olive Garden and nails to do. Oh my lord. Well, enjoy your time off.
I
Enjoy
will.
show me proof of beautiful nails afterwards,
I
because
will.
that shit would drive me crazy right now.
I'm like, I can't even. I
That
can't even.
crazy
I was
threesome. Well, for the rest of you, dream big dreams. And then, yeah, I'd be curious to know. Let us know who's the one person that you would tell to go pound sand.
goodbye. Okay. Like, follow, share, and until next time. Bye.
Bye.